for entrance.
10 a.m. and we made it to the cruise port.
This cruise is one of the rare occasions where a ship goes from Florida to Bermuda. We've got to take advantage of it while we can.
All right, we made it on the ship. It's been about 45 minutes after parking to back on board. So, one hot tip, as soon as you get on, you can go straight to your muster station. Especially if you watch the video, like in the car on the way, or as you're parking, it'll save you time. Just go to your muster station and get that taken care of right away. So the first thing you do after mustering is go make your My Time dining reservation.
We often go straight to Playmakers after getting on board the ship. It's a pay restaurant, but it's typically not crowded until a bit later in the day. The food's really good on this ship. I especially enjoyed the wings. Looks like we've got a little while before the staterooms open. You did pack your bathing suit and your carry-on, right?
$73.14, magic number.
The room is quite nice. We decided that for an 8-day cruise, a balcony was a must.
That's where the SpaceX rockets land.
Actually, I think those are the ships that go with the landing barges. Either way, it's pretty cool to see them. Let's go explore some more of the ship before the sail away. Our luggage has arrived and night has fallen. It must be time for dinner. The main dining room on Royal Caribbean is really quite good. If you enjoy a dish, feel free to request another one. It's all you can eat. Good morning. We're off to the Windjammer for breakfast on this sea day. The food is surprisingly good, and there really is something for everyone. One of the great things about Mariner of the Seas is that you can go up to the helipad. Feel free to act out that scene from Titanic while you're here.
Did I mention it's a little windy up here? So if you ever wonder why they put the glass barriers up on the top deck, even on the deck higher than the pool deck, it's because the wind is that strong. Like, if you have a hat on, you will lose it. How do we know? Well, yeah. All right, so we're just about to Bermuda, but the rumor is we're actually going to have a schedule change and maybe have some time cut short while we're there. So, still waiting for the captain's announcement.
Hurricane Earl may be on the way, but it is great outside now.
So, we've got until Wednesday morning now. We're actually leaving about 8 hours early just to get out of town before the storm hits us. All right, finally made it to Bermuda.
It's a public holiday today, so not much is open. There is one great place that we want to stop by, though. Public transportation on Bermuda is really quite good. You can pay cash for taxis at the cruise terminal, or get tokens for the ferry boat just off the cruise ships at the information stand.
All right, we made it to Horseshoe Bay. This is really the place to be. So Horseshoe Bay is where they drop you off from the cruise terminal if you just take the bus. But an even more scenic place is actually just down the beach called Jobson's. So if you just keep walking like we are down the beach, it's a trail that'll take you straight there.
Don't forget a cold beverage, as it's a bit of a walk.
It doesn't get much better than this.
If you're enjoying the video, I'd really appreciate a like and a subscribe. It really does help.
Not bad at all. I could be staying here for a few days. That's still not Jobson's. We're still going to keep looking. But that was still amazing. I keep saying it doesn't get much better than this, but it really doesn't. I think we're just about there. Yeah, I gotta say the water feels great.
We asked our bus driver about the upcoming hurricane, and he was actually pretty excited about it. The storm provides the fresh water that fills up the water tank that's in the bottom of each house. The houses are so strong here that they don't even really worry about a hurricane until it's at least a Cat 3. We aren't here for long, but you've got to explore the local shopping, right? We're back on the ship and it's time for dinner. Let's see what Jamie's Italian has in store for us. The food looks good, but let me just tell you that it tasted even better. We'll definitely come back here again sometime. It's time to call it a night. We've got one more day in port and we want to make the best of it. Good morning. Let's go catch the ferry to Hamilton. The ferry boats take tokens rather than money to get on board. Go ahead and get them early at the Tourist Information Building right there. The ferry ride is really quite quick. It really feels like you spent more time getting on the boat than you did on the whole trip. And here we are in the capital of Bermuda. It wasn't always the capital, though. St. George's was the capital up until 1815. It's mainly a business district, but it's still fun to walk around and shop. It's also on the way to one of the best places in Bermuda. Let's head over to the bus terminal for a ride to St. George's. We aren't planning on visiting the town, though. We've got something else in mind. The buses in Bermuda are really quite great, but I would recommend getting a day pass. It makes it that much easier. We are off to Tobacco Bay, a Bermuda national park. With that, it's time to head back to the ship.
So the seas are getting a little rough out there. They've actually closed down the two main pools. The only one still opens at the solarium. But it is rocking in there, water going back and forth as the ship rolls. So we'll see how much longer it stays open.
I'm alive and breathing, living my best life. Love is on my mind, it's making me high.
If you've been on Royal Caribbean before, you surely recognize this restaurant. Chop's Grill has some of the best steaks at sea.
I feel the love, I feel it growing every day. I feel the love, I feel the love. I hope
You know you're in for it when they have these bags readily available. It's time for another day at sea as we work our way back down south. Bermuda is surprisingly far to the north and isn't technically in the Caribbean.
Can't be on a ship like this without going on the water slides. gonna go check them out, see how it goes.
Let's wrap this trip up with a quick stop in Nassau before we find our way over to Coco Cay. If you haven't been to Nassau in a while, the straw market is way better than it used to be. Go check it out.
I guess we'll have to keep an eye on it if we
We'll catch you next time here at the Weekend Experience.